Wait a second. That Discord thing is wrong. There's only me in voice chat. Ah, this website up so slow. Just re-update it. Give me a bit. Food overlay. Is the beat? Yes. I feel like I changed this thing so much. The update's so slow. I wish there probably is a better Discord overlay. Is that fixed? Ah, there we go. Now it's only me. Okay. Start in a bit. Do one more stream because earlier it was like 6 a.m. I was hella tired. Bring me some sweet tea. Diet sweet tea. And it's pretty good. Oh, okay. Missed the gate, but here now. Let's go. Great practice run. Okay. I think we are good. Let's start off by actually starting Eye of Harmony again. We shut it off. Let's start it again. I don't know if Duck's gonna use the older or download, but it will only take a little bit to quickly swap this out. Yeah, we stopped it because we needed all the stuff for the last thing. 989. It should be the same input. Yes. There you go. Okay. Space should be operational again. Somehow we had enough eternity and power. Well, power, that makes sense because... Oh my god, now we're not good on power, but... it should be good again, I think. I don't know if they fully shut off everything when we actually ended. I don't think we shut off everything, but we are out of Magneto, which makes sense. Wait, what? Oh, no, that makes sense, Yeah, but power should be okay enough for the base to move on. How are we doing? Overslept? I almost overslept too, don't worry. We can help. No, I'm just setting up the base just so if we do world download on this state, it doesn't just have 0 power and nothing running. Okay, so let's go through the base. I want to count everything, so we'll be doing that today. I'm going to be counting this in the EasyGate run tracker sheet. So it's still in my description. Let me make sure I have edit perms, proper edit perms. Yep. Okay, I'm going to start adding it to the right side of the progression tab. So if you want to watch along, you can see there. The link is in the description. Antimatter says 2 slams, full UMV 4 mil lasers, right? I do believe we had full 4 mil lasers on these. Yep. No point to make UXV lasers, such a waste. What are you going to play after this? I'm gonna be going back to Project Singularity. I'm gonna try to play some other packs, but I'm gonna be very busy IRL for a bit, so that's if I get time. Let's count SAS. We do have mix of 2. And we can tell by kinda... Did we already swap out on... Oh, it's because it's out of Magneto, right? Yeah, it's out of Magneto, so it can't really do more. Damn, we're using Tangum again? I thought we were really solid in Tachyon, so that's really weird. I guess it doesn't make much difference. I think it's only passive cost or something. But we'll count by Magneto ones. I do believe the full, it's not full bottom one. Anything with air battery I know is MHD, so let's just count that. So let's go back to the start. And every one LSC leads to 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, we had a lot more than that. 7, 8. Really? Okay, this might be why University felt a little slower than I expected. I didn't realize we scaled this even more. But it makes sense. 8. These are still green. 9. Okay. 18 antimatter says. Let's call it antimatter. Let's just call it says. On Magneto MHGCS. And we had 14 antimatter says on. What's the other fuel option? I already forgot. Anonymous Nyan Cat? Yo. I feel like I see it kind of often. It's Shurabin, right? Instead of. Yeah. Shurabin. So that gave us how much power? I have my sheet up for that too. It's roughly 500 T per one of these magnetos. 9.5 quad plus. Typing it in my. Did we even use Eternity? We did, right? Obviously. No, we have to use Eternity. That like almost doubles power. Eternity. Garbage one, we use Spatial. Shurabin. Losing power. Oh no, I can't. 800 T. So we have. Ah, shit, what was it earlier? 9.5, 10.3 quadrillion EU per tick. Plus. Ah, shit. It made my thing into a formula, so it failed. I think I have to do \plus. What? No, don't put that there. Plus. Don't make this into a formula, sheets. Oh, how do you type plus again? Is it tilde? I know there's a stupid way you can do plus. Oh my god. You know what? Net gain. Stupid spreadsheet. Okay, that should be good. I thought it was \, but it didn't work. We have 64 NFRs. Like fuel reactor. And this is for a refinery, not reactor. This is for our tier 6 fuel. And then 2 slams already counted. And this we don't really need to count. We don't need to count. We don't need to count. Black hole is a little bit ridiculous. And I know one of this black hole we have a little bigger laser on. Yeah, this one we have a bigger one, but I'll just count all of these as the lower one because it barely makes a difference. And we have 6 UXV 1K laser. Before that, we had 3 UMV4 mil for eternal singularity on the passive. And we need so much of that because we need. We need chronic singularity for eternity, and we were just so low on this for so long somehow. So I decided to overscale it, and it was a good thing. Will you be going back to. Yes. Yes. I will be going back to PS, and I'll be looking into more things if I have more RL time. So let's count this. 6 black hole compressor on passive singularity. And we don't really need to count the one for on demand. Oh, and I should say UXV 1000. And then I have Harmony is the big one. We have 1 124 astral array, and then 226. So let's go down one. Actually, no, we'll just do it here. I have harmony, and I'll actually do this. What's the best way to do this? We have a lot of space, so I'll just do it like this. As AA on plus 26 AA on deep dark. We have 9 astral ray on overworld, I believe, and then 2 on black dwarf. Oh, we upped it. Oh, nice. Okay, that's fine. 9 AA on tier 0 overworld. 6 AA on tier 6. It's either Proteus or I think it is Proteus. Oh, we swapped it out. Okay. 9 AA plus 6 AA on overworld, and we had 2 AA on tier 6 planet. Tier 6. Triton, not Proteus. Triton. So that will be I have harmony counting. Surprisingly, you know, we pushed AA prog really fast. One mistake, it's hard to say. I wouldn't say there's like too many big mistakes. It's more so like, obviously we always more active time helps for the run, just because this is like 24/7 non-stop, right? So that's one of the bigger things. But mistake wise, I wouldn't say there's too many. One is like I have harmony. Obviously that's the longest stage, right? We should have definitely pushed more Universium early on. And oh, there is one big thing, and it's we didn't push power hard enough before getting UCFE. That was definitely very big, and I think that would have easily saved us like 12 hours or so, the early mid game. That was definitely big. Let's see. Other than that, there's definitely some here and there. It's just I can't remember right now, but those two I think are the biggest things. DTPF, a little ridiculous. Definitely ridiculous. We counted before, but I want to count again just to make sure. What is the easiest way to count this again? I mean, we just count by the map, right? Because we know that's just making sure that is 1, right? Well, it's 2. So someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is a quad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay, it's 1 quad is 8 because it's 2 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 32 per 1, 32. 64, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So 5.5 times 32. I think we did this last time too. 176 DTPF. I believe they're all on 2 trill. You per tick? Yeah. And we'll actually just say the power to DTPF. 172 DTPF on 2 UEV to 62k amp. And we barely use convergence, so I will just note down how many converge. We did lower power on those too, but alignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Are these all converged maybe? Oh, this one's off. That's funny. Are we out of molten steel? No. Why are you off? Oh, or maybe we're out of stellar catalyst. No, we just I don't know. Maybe this one was just always off. That's weird. Alignment. Seems like we have roughly 20. I'll just say roughly 20. I think they all had different powers, so it's a little hard to see. Maybe they all had similar power. No, they all have different power. So unvarying power. Okay, there we go. As long as it's noted okay-ish, I'm kind of happy with that. Hey, compact fusion, we also counted last time. I think we still have the same count, 42. So let's see, 13 plus. Yep, 29, 42 compact fusion, Mark 5s. Or the when Tom notices they're voiding fuel while being so 42 compact fusion Mark 5. And we have passive stocking hatch on these, which I think was a really nice thing we did. Otherwise, we would have just crafted more just for passive, but you know, this just pretty much made it so meta stable organism was good for the rest of the game. Okay, beamline. We have 5 beamlines. They're on. Do I have to note the lengths? I mean, it's all recipe, pretty much. 5 beamlines. Beamline setups. On. 4x UEV 262. No, UMV 262. But it is cut down by half. UMV. 65k. I'll say UMV to 62k amp per, because that is true. So we'll say that. And that turned out to be just enough. Pretty fast. We have this funny design with infinity chest, big conveyor, and cells. Mega ABS. We have 262k UEV. Oh, what's up, Tom? Wasn't just an annoyance, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. 16 on UEV 262, okay. 16 mega ABS and UEV 262k. This was a Giga Overkill Dragon Blood. Oh no, I'm lagging. Oh, surf connection. And these are all obviously 8 hatched UMV. How the hell do I count this? I could actually count using matter manipulator. Like if we just do 1, 2. Just kind of funny. I think that's 48. 48 blocks. You have 48 chaotic tier, which is tier 4, right? I always forget the tiers of these. So 48 DEFC chaotic casing. I'll say UMV 16 up. Yeah, I could definitely do that too. Yeah, I think that's a good way to count. Because continuing on, it's gonna be a little bit hectic counting. The freezers, I don't even know what we use these for other than some very old stuff. Oh yeah, I guess these things if we need them, which we do here and there. I mean, I'll count them too, but it's like what, 8? Tier 1, not even tier 2, by the way. UHV 65k, wowzers. Yeah. Definitely Gorge makes it so freezer barely a problem. And TTPF for solidifying your superconductors too. So 8 MVF on UHV 65k. Tier 1 casing, tier 1 BTW. I'll leave that too. EEC, we don't really need to note it. Everyone's just gonna have some amount of comments. We don't really need to note it. Same for QFT, because like you just need one for every one of them. Maybe I'll note the important ones like Eternal Singularity and stuff. Okay, so there's that. We don't need to note these. Oh, everyone has one of this. If you need more than one of this, there's something wrong. Maybe for 10 gate run, I don't know. I think even in 10 gate run, you don't need more than one. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go count the cutters. Cutters is a big one. So we're gonna do the meta manip to count because it's gonna be too painful. So we can overlay it on the exact same one. Just count how many the stack is. So you can see this thing here, STZ. That's the stack count 30. So that's 30 there. $42. So 72 times 4. 288. And how much amps do they have? Hey man, we're not using UXV. Oh, were we supposed to add one more? Or what is that? Oh, no, that's when we swap, but we never swap because it makes no sense. Let's just cut something to see how much power we use. I don't know. QPIC. Oh. 10 amp. So it is just 5 that's exposed, huh? I could probably just do this too and it tells me. I don't think it really tells me. Okay, 10 amp. 10 amp can be okay, cool. So that was how many again? 288 cutters? I think, let's see, let's move. I'll move the EU to the top. I do need more space than this. So I'm gonna make more space on the right side and we'll use processing machines on the right side. Because there's a lot. 288 cutters. Cutting factory on UMV 10 amp. I'm surprised we didn't just do 16 amp. Maybe it's slower on most of the recipes. Press is a little hard to count. We'll try our best. The cutters, mixers, definitely ridiculous. Oh, create a plan. Genius. Okay, I didn't read it correctly then. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I forgot. I used to use that for counting blocks. And I just forgot completely. Where's that stack? I do have to. I wish that there was a way to just plan it without plan all manual. Where is the 128 mixer on? We can just divide the energy hatch. 2008, 24.8 divided by. How many was it again? 16 amp. Wait, no, 32 amp, right? Wait, what? How are we fitting that many? What the hell? Are we fitting 16 UMV per mixer? Is that even possible? I guess it is, yeah. I mean, I see 8, 6, 7. Oh my god, no, I didn't. Oh, my bad. 16, so 32 amp mixer. 128 mixer. UMV 32 amp. Solidifier, we are unified on this side now. Our copy. There. 128, 2 stacks, and that's a lot of wireless. Yeah, this one we're pretty much using full slots, so it's 64 amp. 128 solidifier. UMV 64 amp. I guess I should call it fluid shaper. What's the mixer called again? It's probably still up here. Industrial. I'm calling that mixer, bro. Okay, so there's that. Pip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't even know if we need to count this one. It's like we used black hole for some, so I'm not even gonna count the compressors, sledgehammers. Sure, we'll count them. It was 8, right? I was not gonna count it, but like I guess if I want to note as much as I can, then it does always make sense to note this too. 5. That's so random. And I'll reorder this later so it's a proper ordering. 5. hip UMV 10 amp. Note used yeah, we use black hole for big recipes, so I'll put a note for that. This is the bender. Yeah. I assume these are all linked to yep. Plan copy from here all the way here. 448. Wait, 3 mentioned decided to quit. Where did he mention that? I don't think he mentioned that. He's probably just taking a break, but I don't think he's quitting. I'm pretty sure he never said that. 224. Only 2 energy hatch pairs. That's very small. We could have... I guess many recipes aren't too parallel heavy. Because it's probably all very low amp. I feel like space-time played. Oh, we solidify that. So I guess benders, it's fine to do 2, maybe. 224 benders on UMV 4 amp per, because it's times 2. 2 per, yeah, 4. That should be good. Forming press. I mean, probably eventually, but I don't know when that will be. 128 forming press on UMV. This one we have a lot of hatches. 1024. I'll just do math in game just to make sure it's correct. 16 amp. Okay, I'll also specify that we use UMV hatches for the most part. Because we did. We literally used 4 UXV wireless hatches. Maybe a few in some places that I don't know of. Let's get the wire mill. 577 DTVFs. Close. Oh, next run. Just kidding. Oh god, that thing was so laggy. 30. No, that's wrong. What? How do you have 35 amp? What? Oh, did I not count by the... Wait, no, I did count by the wire. What the hell? I'm gonna note at 32 amp. What? Maybe we wall shared energy hatch by accident? That's the only explanation I can think of. Let's dissect one. I'm actually gonna dissect one. I mean, you just gotta let him do what he wants to do. Like, no one's forced to play PS if they're on PS. Like, it's meant to be a long server, so... What? This one's... Did I count wrong? How am I getting... Oh, that's the stupid casings, man. Okay, yeah, I did just count wrong. We dissected that guy for nothing. I rip him. Fine, I'll form you. Okay, so that should be... How many was that? 160. Wire factory on UMV 34 core. Full amp. Not paying too much. Yeah. I was just counting machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? I thought I copy pasted 8. I guess I just forgot to copy paste one more. We have 7. 7 polarizer. UMB 64 amp Tangum. Obviously Tangum ring. And I'll note the Tangum actual processing one later. So that's cutting done. Press I'll count later. Lathe we definitely overkilled. Sure they don't overlap. Alright, that's fine. 32, 16, 32 lathe, UMV 16 amp. Is the run done? Yes, we are doing final notes and pretty much any questions you want to ask me, now's the time. Well, any questions that make sense. 40. That's chips. Well, it counts the items too. That makes sense because it's MM. 48. Or 32 divided by 48 times 2. 18 amp. Was such a weird number. Oh yeah, because we did 9 hatch. 48 maceration stack. UMV 18 amp. And obviously tier 2. I'm not even going to note that. Yes, these are all tier 2. I made sure that they're tier 2 because these were all tier 1 at one point. Cambeth we overkilled. I just copied more because I wanted to be faster. Because it's the step before autoclave, so if that's faster, then autoclave can kick off faster. 256 divided by 32 times 2, UMV 16 amp. 32 Cambeth on UMV 16 amp. How many players were part of the run? So there were a total of roughly 15 players. Some people obviously stopped playing after a little bit. Time constraint. I guess, yeah, Mia's not a player. They're just hopping on to check out the works and talk to us. So there's 10 very active players or so. 8 players were very active to endgame, and then many people were very helpful in the early game and mid game. So roughly 15 players or so. Do you think Jet? No. Yeah, we could do it again. I don't know if people are down. Yeah, eventually. That was fun, so I'm down to do it again if people want to. But it won't be like back to back. Like, Jesus, this is tiring run. 2, 3, 4, 16, 16 amp, 16 extruder, UMV 16 amp. Yeah, we have such a measly extruder setup, and we have a few less dedicated ones. I'm not counting those. Oh, wait a second. What? We have 2 wire factories. This one's only on 4 amp, 8 amp. I'm not gonna count these. Like, I think actually this is still a pretty big stack. It's just that this one's on different power. Like, I guess we just didn't take this one down for some reason. I mean, there's no point to. 64. Oh no, this one's actually similar. And I'll add 60. You know, let's just add the Exana on an amp bridge. 64 times 10 divided by 12. Roughly, let's just add 50. As long as it's close enough to 10 wire factory on UMV 12 amp, I think it's fine. Lasers, we had a lot of lasers. Okay. 2 each to go. Yeah, Bobo 0 again. 160. They should all be. What the hell is this? It's like a mix of. Oh, God. Okay. We'll count the UMVs. We'll just count them all as UMV because I think that's fine enough. 100 and let's do it. Just equals. Oh no, it's all 64 amp. So this is 160 aisle on UMV 64 amp, UMV 4 mil source. Excited for cows? Yeah, cows are very fun. Well, not fun per se. I think the slice mechanic is kind of cool the first time around because it's like, oh wow, it's actually like very dedicated for one thing, much more efficient, which is very nice. Let's just count the sledgehammers too. Obviously, void metal anvil. This one's gonna be 16 sledgehammer on 192. UMV 24 amp void. Then oh no, we had a little more extruders. What the hell? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I'll just add 8. 24. Yeah, things are all over the place, man. God damn it. Yeah, I think it's because there's just too many recipes. That makes sense. I think we counted out. Oh, we didn't count autoclaves. Yeah, almost everything. Yeah, neck will be very nice. Oh my goodness. When we get to counting cows, it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm excited for that. Oh wow, are we at world height? Oh, yeah, we're pretty close to world height. Oh no, it's just not rendering that much because it's too much. 160. 16 auto. No. 160 autoclaves. And UMV 16 amp. Probably use eternal coils. If we didn't, then we're griefing. Yeah, obviously eternal. Eternal coils. Coal is a fun one. We'll get to that. So did we count everything that's kind of big on this side? Counted DTPFs, antimatter, NFR, SLAM, black hole, I have harmonies, compact fusion, beamline, MABs. Didn't count those because it's useless. And then one more time, let's check the processing. Tofu? No. Counted these. Forming press we counted. This, and that. Okay, cool. Finally, that's all the machines. Oh my god, that's taking up a lot of the right side. So there's that. Let's keep counting other stuff. I think this is the more funny one. PCB factory, you only need one ever. I think what's more funny is we only have a singular nanite in there. Yeah, PCB factory, you only need one nanite. Don't need more than that. Well, okay, I should clarify. On tier 3, if you have overclocking upgrade, perfect overclocking upgrade, then you don't need more nanites. Yeah, PCBs were only a bottleneck early on, and it is very annoying. It was definitely a bottleneck for us. Yeah, 1 MCR, you don't ever need more than that. I'm not counting these. I'll only count the important passive setups. Oh, let's count the yeah, let's count the press now before I forget. Use visualizer because they're also going into all over the place. Oh, the thing is, this probably doesn't tell me the laser toned down parts. So I'll probably have to just quickly skim through to see. Yeah, see how these are toned down to 16K? Are they all 16Ks? It's the same throughput, right? Yeah. So I'll count it as 16K because it's basically the same, just lower recipes. So UMB 16K on all of those. Oh god, there's just too many things here. Where is precise? 16 on, okay. 16 press UMB 16K. But assembler, and that's not all, so let's keep going. Visualizer, and let's follow. It's like over here. You can see this long array. I made a small mistake. I put this too far away. Tom knows. I think these are all UMV 256. Kind of interesting to see here locked. Yeah, it would be. It would be interesting. 64, 64. Yep. How do I count this? I mean, I can just count it in separate tabs or... Yeah, I'll just count it in separate lines. That's fine. Where's our precise one? Compact, fusion, oil. Do we even have more than one of this? Oh my god, we only have one. How much amp do you have? Jesus Christ. I guess that was enough. Wow, a singular one was enough, really. One press. UMV 65k. Precise. There's one. And then we have 3 general ones, which we don't need to count. I guess I can count. This was pretty slow too. We should have definitely just fed. Oh wow, we're feeding UXP. Okay, never mind. Someone did upgrade it. They must have felt the slowness too. Where is power on you? Oh wow, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna count that then. And everything here is very tiny. We don't need to count. I guess 1 solar on UMV 65k. Yeah. 1 solar factory. UMV 65k. And obviously tier 3. I guess I don't even need to note that because you kind of need tier 3 for laser. I'll count this. This is our passive spectral glass. I upped it on pretty much the last day, right? On stream. Because it was pretty slow. We should have done this ages ago. Let's put it over here. Missing 192. The hell? Oh no, because it's wall shared. Should I make another column for passives? UMV amp equals UMV energy. Yeah, I think I might make one for passives. Let's do this in the sheets. I'm gonna add 1 column to the right. I'm gonna try to condense a little bit so we can get everything in one view. Maybe I should have made a separate tab. I want it to be not something you accidentally miss. Then you know what? Let's move this down by 1. Oops, don't delete that. Processing machines. Important machines. Passives. We have 192 Heil. 64 amp on spectral. Spectral glass. Should be downloadable. Yeah. Duck, I think already made a world download. He hasn't posted it yet, I'm pretty sure. It is called spectral glass, right? Yeah, spectral glass. Spectral component, same thing. There's that. This was overkill, for sure. 43k. So Tom doubled it. I should learn hotkeys a bit more. There's definitely a way to copy this face. Uh, 34. I think they're using... What the hell? 16 amp. There was no point to do... Okay, I will say 16 amp. 64 extruder. UMV 16 amp. Sure, then large plate. I'll count these two. This one's a little annoying to count. We'll just say roughly 200 amp EMV. We have 4 of them here for chronic. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them here for extra chronic. So we have... well, these were running when we were low. And then now we stopped Eternity QFT for a long time. But I'll still count 11. Arc Furnace, UMV, 200 amp, Chronic Singularity. Yeah. Well, it wasn't an initial plan time. It was just the time to beat, right? I knew it was gonna be pretty fast. I didn't realize it was gonna be this fast though. Like, holy shit, the moment we got like Astro Array, we just kind of zoomed by. Definitely like a minimum 2-day faster at that point than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize it was actually going to be that fast. This one's also kind of hard. I think they're all on 2T. All the UMVs. This one's UIV, right? Oh, UEV and then UIV. So we'll only count the UMV and UXV. And this should be 2T. Yeah, okay. So all the UMVs are on 2T. Oh, lag. Oh, better. Alright, there's that. Was I counting missing? No, I think I was counting the orange. 25 UMV coal. On... I think UEV 262 was it, right? Yeah. 1 UXV coal. And this was on UMB 262K, I believe. Because it was on 34T. Okay. Oh, doubled. Because wall share almost for core. So that's good. QFT, we're not counting. That's just the test run. I think the problem, Tom, is yes, but you need so many people playing always. And that's very hard. Extremely hard. IOF, I'm not gonna bother counting. QFT is fine. AALs, we will definitely count. Assembly line, let's count this first. I'm just gonna count the energy hatches. Divide by 8. I don't even think those are hooked up, so... You're too clumsy? No, you're not. Don't say that to yourself. 32. Assembly line on UMV 8 amp. Do we even need to count this? I think AAL is what's important. Yeah, 16 amp, not 8 amp. Then let's count the AALs. Oh, this one's not even max power. UMV 16K. UMV 16K. Who toned these down? 65K, 16K. 16. Oh, that's UXV. Yeah. We had one dedicated UXV. Okay, I think, you know what? I want another line for AALs, kinda. We can do that below passives, because I know passives isn't going to be as big amount. So let's make cows, assembly lines, and cows. So 32 normal, good old assembly line. Congrats, hey, thank you. Yeah, most of the machines are so random. We have like, I don't even know how to count this. I'll just count them as 16Ks because they're mostly on 16Ks. How many was that? 7? Yeah. 7 UAAL on UMV 16K. One UXV UAAL on UXV 16K. Yeah, we were very cheaping out on UXV parts for a good reason. Oh yeah, Tom, I don't know if you saw, I was counting. You don't know how many UXP wireless actually we use. We used 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all. And then we didn't even need to probably do 4. I only did 4 because I wanted to double up. But this is like, we didn't need it anywhere else, I think. Maybe there's a few other, but I think that's the only one we have. Oh, wait, what? We did? Oh, wait, what? Oh, we did. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, that's actually crazy. We actually had to 4x that. Okay, that is what I missed. We had 4 plus 800 then. So we have 2. No, this is 8, right? Because it's quad per stack. Yeah, 8 general cals on UXV. Let's count these. Oh, lag. Oh my god. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of stuff. But we know that the UXV, I mean, we could, no, we need to count it. Oh no, we can count the controllers, right? Ah, shit, it doesn't tell me what's what. Okay, great. Well, this will be at least easy because these we can do by hand. The 1 micro. Let's do the general cals first. 8 general cal UXV. And then we have 8 micro. 8 microprocessor cal UMV. We have 8 integral processor. We have 16 nanoprocessor, which surprisingly is not much. I think this was actually bottlenecked at some point. 8 integrated processor, cal UMV. 16 nanoprocessor, cal UMV. 8 quantum processor, cal. I definitely don't need to type processor. There's a easier way to do this, whatever. Crystal proc we have a lot, so this we will count with MM. Practice runs were definitely good for early game. I wouldn't say they were. What the hell is happening to me? I wouldn't say they were useless. Obviously, we should have planned more mid-late game stuff. Just we had not much time. 34. Well, 136. 136. Crystal proc. UMV. Right, this is UMV. Yeah. We're quad hatching on most of these because you can do that. For cals, a very nice tip. Except for like a few circuits. Crystal assembly. Crystal mainframe. Crystal assembly is 48. Crystal assembly. I mean, isn't this the exact same height? Why am I even bothering to? Oh no, it's actually not. Okay, 2 less. 40. Crystal mainframe cal EMV. Just in case, let's do this Y search. Yeah, I'm not Y searching anything. If we go a little more here. Yeah, okay, so it's only on the opticals. Crystal mainframe, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 wetware proc. So cal on UMV. Also, really? Is this 40? This doesn't feel like 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24. How did you get 48 crystal assembly counts? Oh no, one is 8. 32. Okay, almost miscounted. Yeah. It's not 4 per, it's 8 per. 32. Wait, where? a different height because it's shorter recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wetware assembly. Wetware supercomputer is just 1. Okay, so 32 wetware assembly. 8 wetware. What is that? Supercomputer? I already forgot the name. Yeah, super. I didn't need to type the full thing every time. You know what? We'll just do that. What is this? Crystal supercomputer. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's move everything down 1. 16 crystal supercomputer. UMV. Bioproc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 48 BioWare processor cal. And are these on the good recipe or not? I think we stayed with, surprisingly, the bad recipe. Note. Bad recipe. Oh, I should mention opticals for UEV. Only used opticals UV plus, used all the mainframe passively. I think that's good enough info. Because we didn't use, like we had the bio mainframes always crafted and the wetwares just to passively turn them into circuits. We didn't use them actively. Kind of bioproc assembly is, yeah, it's for, I think it's 2/4 of one of these BioWare. And then finally, the biggest one. Oh my god, it glitches me if I TP to World Eye or something. Oh, 216. Okay, that's not that many. Where's the cal count? I assume it's still times 4. Yeah, 864 optical processor cal on UXV. Yep. Can I just make the UXV red? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Isn't that kind of crazy? Yeah. All right, next big one. Are we doing something? PS, probably. Back to PS. And I'll be looking into a few other things too. This is optical assembly, but I know we have more than one tower of this because I actually spent another whole day expanding the cal stack. Cal AAL stack. Well, that's not cal. AAL stack for circuits. So we'll be doing this. Oh yeah, since it's already in the same places, do that. We're gonna count the controllers. 128. And I believe they're already 1 tick with UMV 256. Duck made a small mistake. He still used the big UMV lasers here for these recipe when it's already capped on 1 tick, but that's fine. I think this is the same height, right? Yeah, same height, so we just double this one. $128 plus. There's just give me a red line. 96. 320. Optical assembly AAL UMV 256. Let's go UMV supercomputers, or not UMV supercomputers, optical supercomputers. I don't remember if these 1 ticked. I believe not. So no, there's no way these 1 ticked. 128 again. Oh, it's same height. Yeah, 128 plus these have much bigger hatches. Yeah, it's already finished. The run's already over. We're just doing the final counts. 128 plus. Oh, just give me an error text. But these have UMV 31. So this one's a little tricky. I might just count the big ones only because I think the small ones are much less relevant. Optical, super, computer, AAL, UMV 31K. Or we can like average out, but like 56, so we'll just do like roughly that. It's like it's probably worth around 4 to 1 is my best guess. Yeah, we'll just add 32. We'll just say 128. I think that makes sense. No, we'll just count the big ones only. You know what? We're just gonna cut it down. This one also has very tiny laser, which I won't count. Let's count the big ones only. Yeah, runtime's actually is 22 days. Is it 48? Where's the controller? Yeah, 48. These should be on UMV. I did have to tone them down a bit on some, but I will say 65K because it is pretty much all 65K. Only a tiny amount that's not. 48 optical mainframe AL on UMV 65K. And the next one is, let's do BIOS, and I'll move BIOS up. Actually, we can skip BIOS. No, we should do BIOS too. Is this BIO, this thing, the small one? Yeah, supercomputer. Can probably count this by hand. 6, 7, 8. And then in one floor is 8, so 64. Oh god, I need more space. That's not good. Well, I'll type this somewhere and then move it later. I'll type it over here. 64 bio super bioware computer AL UMV 256 amp. And then mainframe is similar. Literally the same, right? Same height, same power. Yup, same power, same height. 64 BioWare mainframe AL UMV256, which makes no sense that we have the same amount, but that's fine. We don't need to optimize. I think this is the exact same height again, yet again. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. 6 pure wetware, mainframe AL. Picos, Bioproc, sure. Because we used the bad recipe, we should note this too. 256 amp, one is 8 floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are they all on? I know some of them weren't on, but no, this one's all on. Okay, 16 times 8 is 128. 28 bio, what is it called? No, it's neuro processing unit, right? Bioprocessing unit. Processing unit. UMB 626, yeah. So that should be chill. Let's do Picos. This is the big one. I think these are the tiny ones, so we'll skip them. Main one is this guy. So NH gives multiple options of some items, recipe-wise, like, oh, this one uses like higher tier materials, but you may like use less of them, right? Sometimes it's just better to not use that recipe because that higher tier recipe is actually just more expensive. Bios, we probably should have swapped though. We just didn't because we weren't using it as our active circuits, which is a little confusing. But yeah. 120? Ah, damn, it's not a even number. Yeah, because it's one floor is 24. That makes sense. 120 on 31k, right? Yeah. No, it is. It's kind of a bad one. 20 pico circuits on UMV 31k. And then quantums, we had much less. Well, oh, these are, oh my god, are these the, Jesus. We still had those? Probably should have removed those. Because that one actually just takes too long. I think these are also all 31k. Yeah, because it's the same power usage. I'm not going to bother counting how many per floor. This design's good, but I think it's... Wait, no, we can just count the LSC. 1, 2. 48. Yeah, 48. 48 quantum circuit AL EMV 31k. Yeah, that's the beauty of this design, right? It's easy to count. So that's all the circuits, right? Yep. Jesus, that's a lot of info. Okay, so there's that. We're actually surprisingly close. Those were the main big ones. Yeah, this is a funny one. Oh my, lag. Did I just select the whole world there for a moment? Tangum. Passive. 72. 72. What do I call this? I don't want to call it polarizer. What the hell? Why are they off? Wait, what? Oh, hell nah. Someone expended it but didn't. I'm still gonna count them all. 72. 72 mag tech. You know what? Let's only count the ones that are active. I think it's gonna be 64 then, right? Yeah, 64. Sure. 64 electromagnetic separator. And I'll say Tangum on UMV 64 amp. Yeah, 32 channel limit. Then we had a stupid amount of UU matter. Only a few of them are hand set on parallel, so I'm not even gonna bother talking about those. CPU 512, and it should be 16 amp per. Yeah, 512 UU matter, 16 amp UMV, 16 amp, no UUA. I'm not even gonna call this by the machine name. I'm just gonna call it UU matter. There's that. Fluid extractors, some extra processing machines. That's just somewhere else. These are on UMV superconductor coil. Superconductor coil. What is it called? Solenoid, right? Yeah, solenoid. Oh, it is called superconductor coil. And then eternal, and then how many? 32, 10 amp. 32 fluid extractor, UMB 10 amp, UMB solenoid, eternal. That's a lot of text. And then that's good there. A whole 4 breweries for lubricant. I'm not counting that. A whole 4 heaters. For Steam, we didn't even need like 4. We could have just done 1. Arc Furnace, we have 1. I'm not counting that. This is kind of mad to Organism. I'm not going to count the Obsidian Dust proc, because there's multiple ways to do that. If anything, we think after Eye of Harmony, you get all your stuff from here too. Yeah, because Overworld gives it. Probably Deep Dark too. Nanoforge, surprisingly a few amount. I think it's only 16. On... Oh no, Source Centaur, yeah. Is it toned down? I feel like it's gotta be toned down. Oh wow, it wasn't toned. Wait, no, this is... Wait, what? That's UMV. Oh, that's for the AT. Okay, no, it's not toned down, yeah. I got so confused there. Remove, yeah. 2 nanoforms, nanoform, that's funny. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll just count them. It's fine. 16 nanoforge UEV to 62k, and then I'll note tier 3. And then 1 nanoforge. I think it was UMB 4 mil. Yeah, UMB 4 mil, not throttled. 4 mil, tier 4. You don't need more than 1 of this guy. Not gonna talk about neck proc. I'm not even gonna count the computers. That was just overkill. I think that's everything. And did I forget anything? Oh, I am forgetting one big thing. one big thing. Water we don't need to talk about. Oh, there's another big thing here too, yeah. Jeez, okay. Oh god, how do I even count this thing? I'll just count the whole thing and just count up the lasers. But I know a good amount. Oh god, I'm getting that. Oh! I'm getting that bug. Yeah, some of these are, well, most of these are throttled down, right? Yeah, once 50k, we'll count by random, and we'll check by random, and they're all 150k up here, then we'll count these as 150k. Because I assume if by random check I counted 150k, then all should be 150k. Okay, it seems like those are all 150k. These are old ones down here. Maybe I shouldn't count these because they're very tiny. 100k? 16k? It's so weird that we like kept these. I mean, it's not like a waste, but that's funny. Yeah, I'll just count the ones above because that's the important ones. No, we need to count the lasers and start from here. We know it's 150k UMV. Wait, what? Why did it just reset my selection mode? Start from here. Oh, lag. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the same for all. So AAL area. Let's do 192 AAL EOH parts AAL on UMV 150k. You said you only have 1 MCR? Yeah, you only ever need 1. Well, for on demand. I'm not counting really passes for those because it's like wherever you need it. Is there 160? So we have 192. Oh, because okay, well, it is 160 then. Shouldn't count lasers for this one. Okay, so that looks good. And then yeah, again, not counting these because it will make it just so messy. It's mainly those that's important. Already counted these guys. QFT's not counting. I guess I'll count the important QFT again. Like I said, so Eternity. I actually, this is not Eternity. Eternity, I actually toned it down at the end because we made too much. We had 10 bill, 11 bill, and I knew we were only going to need roughly 10 bill more to finish. So I actually toned it down to 2 bill to save on Stellar, and that was, I think, a pretty good choice. So we're good on this guy, but I did do overkill on him. This was on like, I think it was on 34T. I toned it down and then added 64 of these things. So let's note that too. That'll go into passives. Actually, let's put it in important machines. Eternity QFT UMV 65K 64 catalysts. Then let's check what is you. Oh, you're just offline. I guess someone just killed it. The hell? Xenozine we were quite low on near the end. 1024, and I think it was 34T. I toned it down just to save extra power, so I will say 34T. So I'm gonna just GTEU. Damn it, I don't have perms. I was gonna give our base infinite powers just so everything runs for download, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I'll say 34T because it was on 34T majority of time, I think. Actually, no, I'll just do... No, it definitely wasn't on 34T most of the time. Only for like the last sprint. UMV 16K. 1024 catalysts. And this one is the bio. Same thing. Bio QFT. Then another important one, I think that's pretty much, well, I guess the Gravitron also, because we use this for power and quantum anomaly. 4096 on so it's the same power, so I'm gonna say UMV 16K. Oh, there goes our power. It's okay, we have a backup. I'll say UMV 16K because it's the same thing. That's quantum anomaly. Gravitron. Rip base. GG's runs over. Everything's power failing. Wait, don't power fail yet. I am still need to count you. No, stop. Not important. I'll count the plat one because the plat one, I feel like I was always adding something to. Oh my god, we're feeding. No, 32. Okay. Are you plat? Oh, you know why? Plat. Someone disconnected wireless to here. I think at one point, so I had to click it back up. Also, the replenisher broke too. It broke in like 2 different ways. It's so annoying. Okay, there's really not too many important ones. So anything's powerful. Dude, that's just a normal run, man. 4 EIC. Oh yeah, this is definitely important too. 4 EIC on UMV 16K and 1 EIC on UMV 4K. 1K, UMV 1K, and then actually, yeah, okay, 5 EIC on UMV 16K. UMV 16K. 1 EIC on UXV 1K. That is for Magneto. There's that. And yeah, we surprisingly used large molecular assembler in the end. I thought at one point it would be too laggy, but it just turned out to be fine. So that's chill. Did my power goggles shut off? What happened? Oh, Tom's on. I just see Tom's on. Oh my god, we got power? How did we get power, guys? Crazy. Are these shut off? No, I don't know why someone shut these off. So I'm still counting the modules. I'm counting by the modules. Okay, here we go. Like the whole thing. Is that the whole thing? Yes. Ah, shit. Okay. Go up just in case. Oh, Jesus. All right, all right, all right. 3 lilies. Oh, wait. Do I count the drone? Maybe not. We got the bug again. That's the replenisher. It broke. It doesn't restock. I think it'll be fixed by 2.9, hopefully. Yeah, replenishers were good, but they're still a bit buggy. Yeah, there we go. So this should be processing. We have 118 Mark III, 258. I'll put it in same line to save space. Actually, no, let's just do another. 258 space assembler, Mark II. This is not really processing. I'll put this in important machines because I think these are pretty important. 52 space mining module Mark III. Not really gonna bother counting Mark IIs. 72 space. We were definitely very overkill on Mark III pumps, and really don't need to count these. Steel rod. The power is irrelevant on SE. Cool. And now I think we got everything. 16 fountain of, what is this called? Fountain of alchemy for Prism. Yo. Man, that thing's actually pretty good. Yep, I think that's all, right? I didn't forget anything. Any questions? Any questions? Congratulations. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, this was a fun run. I definitely put in a lot of time at the start, but got some IRL stuff coming up in the later half, but I still try to push as much as I can. And this was a really fun run. Surprising, I feel like the base would have been even... I don't know, it's still messy. What are the mega DTs for? Oh, those are for neck fuel. Yeah, these are for neck fuel. I assume they're stopped because it's already stocked to 5 bill of each. Yeah, way more than 5 bill. What was the easiest part of the run? The easiest part for me was not having to do DTPF management. Because Tom did all that. Tom the goat. Literally babysat them the whole game. Actual crazy. That was definitely nice for me, you know. But if you're talking like actual progression, I was just getting resources in general. compared to normal run felt much faster. Just because having more people to put in work is good. No, challenge? No, not for a while. Definitely not for a while. Gotta take a break. Yeah. The fire. I'm gonna just clear these. Actually, I'll leave them be for whoever logs on next. if people log on next. But there we go. That is the base. We are done. I think I truly counted everything. Can I make more space for some of these? Wait, I can move passives down to below important stuff. I'm gonna move this to there. I'm gonna rearrange some of these. I gotta move. I'm in the sheets right now. If you hear me just talking to myself, ignore my yapping. I gotta move opticals. Let me move these to bottom real quick. What were bioproc? Missing bio. Where? I want to leave the cows to themselves. Then we'll do all the AALs. Optical mainframe AAL, Picos, and quantum AAL. And then finally EOH parts. Oh, there's one thing we forgot. Obviously, the most important. Actual Stargate crafting, right? We had to craft them somehow. EXT65, not toned down, and 18. I'll say 18 Stargate parts AAL on UXV 16K. Then highlight the UXV part. Actually, can I use conditional setting to only change the UXV text? I know you can change the whole text, but I only want to change that specific text. Maybe there's not an easy way on sheets. Because that means I could change all the amperage. I guess there's only UMV and UXV. You know what? That doesn't matter. We don't even need to worry about that. Okay, so passives, they're fine. Yeah, I think I ordered everything fine, right? I did all the cals. And then into UMV AALs. Bioprocessing unit should be AAL. Yeah, there's really not much UXV. There's only... I can like manually do this because there's only like 4 or 5 lines. Where's the general cal AAL? Yeah, general cal, a whole 8 of them. Yeah, there's literally only 4 red text. Oh, okay, no, I found one more. EIC. EIC, control F UXV. UXV call. We didn't even use, yeah, you don't use UXV energy edge on that. Yeah. Oh, and then the black holes, yes. Cool. Any more questions? Otherwise, I am going to be ending the stream here. And that is going to be the end for NH Speedrun. I wanted to do one more stream as like a final thing, you know? Because early in the morning, I really just wanted to sleep again. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this as like a final recap. And to be fair, we did already look through the base the day before too, right? So it's like one more look since we're not gonna be on here anymore. This is the end. Where is the gate? I actually moved it. because it's too laggy, but it's over there. it's a geekon. Gate beacon. Okay. But let's slow down, speed boost, and get some cinematic shots of the base. F8 on. After this fly through, stream's ending, so one more look at the base. And you know, if I eventually do a video editing, then I can put this footage in. Oh, OP. But you know, 32 antimatter generators. Felt overkill at start, and it definitely was overkill a bit, because we couldn't even really fuel them well. And then we used, by the end, 18 of them on Magneto. Almost more than half of them. With your Discord. Ah, shit. Yeah, thank you. I forgot about that before in a different video too. Now I should be off, right? Thank you. Okay. So we gotta walk through this again. Would you rather have unlimited bacon? Dude, I can live without bacon. I gotta have the games, the hell? That's such a non-comparison. Yeah, I almost read beacon too. I was like, wait, what? I was so confused. Into 2 sets and those guys. On the right, we have our gorge. Oh, I guess I'll count the plasma modules. Then we'll quickly fly through the IV Harmony. Actually, let's go through the DTPF first. See, bacon doesn't count pork itself, so like you can still eat many types of pork, it's just not bacon. But games is just too much. Oh, I see what you mean. Interesting. No, unlimited. No, I saw no games as literally no games. Like you can't have games. That's wording, bro. I think it's wording. Because I feel like that all the would you rather questions are like that, right? Where if you have no of something, then you actually don't get it forever. Wait. Other games, no, what the hell? This just makes no sense. Okay. Beamline. I don't even know how to count. Oh, it's a reference to shot. There's no way. No shot. He's completely messed up his question. That's so funny. Yeah, I didn't even read the question because I just assumed it was the same one. I think that question works out better if you read it instead of like sending a chat. Lawn-based moment right here. Floating machines array. And the never-ending Heil. Jesus, how long does it go? There it goes. Okay, so there's that. And then the UMV coal. Oh, why is it so laggy? Oh, Gorge was still sent on that. That makes sense. The coals. The QFDs, also lawn-based moment. Count the gate 30 minutes earlier, that's true. Oh, and this one's probably good too. Oh, the assembly stack's gonna look sick though. It's just like, it's cool as hell. The skyscraper. Actually, let's go through this part. Then we'll just quickly run through the AALs. Maybe a bit lower. This is actually a ridiculous amount of just pure machine. And then this cursed AAL design with the battery. We love that. They're still running. Jesus, what are we crafting? And we'll do another view. Chat is tiresome. What's that? Okay. I think that's pretty much all. Well, I guess there's like, yeah, this stuff too, which is cool. Machine spam central. Okay, and then let's TP over here to the elevators. And we'll end it. Because we had, where's the center? Am I at the center? Oh, yeah, pretty much. Elevators were very massive in scale too. I can kind of see my boots shadow effect. Damn, I feel like, okay, that POV made the elevators look smaller, so let me try again. I think I need to fly lower. Oh yeah, look at the renders. Whew. Beautiful. See, this makes it look like it's actually endless and there's so many of them. The multi-block look like toilet. Are you talking about the water? Yeah. And then we're done. There is really not much that remains. But yeah, that is all. Hope you guys enjoyed this run as much as I did. This was a very fun run. Hope Tom enjoyed the run. Hope everyone else enjoyed the run. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. It's over. Yeah. I think that is a good point. We can use meta manip to make that easy too. Just go to like, oh yeah, because we have the lower floors. We can just meta manip a bunch of these on like one of the lower floors. Cool. With that, we're gonna be ending the stream here. That was a long content. It's longer than your normal typical speed run. Yeah, 2.9 is gonna be very fun. Neck, and I hope more changes come, but yeah, this was a very fun run, and yeah. Hopefully there's some very cool stuff coming. And yeah, we'll see. Oh, before I go though, let's count gorge one last time. We are gonna count 2 of those as plasma because they were plasma, and I think we had 11 plasma fabs. And they were on minimum power, so only 2T. 2 bill, sorry, not 2T. 2T would be ridiculous. 2 bill per barrel, so 11 gorge plasma module. 2 trill no, 2 bill Peverall. And now we're truly done. Turn on the gorge animation. Is it the screwdriver? Ah, shit. Is it off? Oh, it is off. There you go. Oh! Yeah, because we've kind of put this in a bad spot. I don't think we could have even formed this one because it was in the way. But there we go. Yeah, I'm turning it off. Okay, yeah, set that to minimum value. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys another time. Goodbye, guys. I'm gonna go have some lunch. We'll stream another day. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe later today. I doubt it'll be later today. Probably tomorrow. See you guys. Take care. Real run tomorrow. No, stop. It's okay. We got Kate. Did you hear? We got Kate. Peace.